So let's take a look at example number 3 from factoring expressions 6, so Roman numeral IV. All right, so I'm able to see that I could rewrite this, assuming a star is going to equal to the quantity x minus 4. As I told you before, as you get into math, you're not going to use the symbol star. Maybe you'll use something like a capital U, but any symbol will work. We're just going to replace this current quantity with a star. So 6 star squared plus 7 star minus 10. Smallest number is 6, and I'm going 1, 2, 3, and 6. I start with 6. 6 divided by 6 works. 7 divided by 6 is a decimal. 7 divided by 3 is a decimal. 7 divided by 2 is a decimal. So I can't factor out a numerical value. I'm going to come off to the side. 6 times negative 10 is negative 60, and a positive 7. Let's find that combination, and we'll fill in this missing part. So I'm going to grab a calculator here, and I'm going to start with figuring out 60. So 60 divided by 1, 1 and 60 does not achieve a positive 7. 60 divided by 2, 2 and 30 does not work. Divided by 3, 3 and 20 does not work. Divided by 4, 4 and 15. 4 and 15, we're getting close. Still, it doesn't work. So let's go divided by 5. Okay, 5 and 12 do work. So how do I know which one is positive and which one is negative? They're different signs. The larger one must be positive for this problem. So 12 will be positive, 5 will be negative. So plus 12 minus 5. Don't forget to attach the star. Coming back here, I can factor out a 6x. Oops, I should have said, excuse me here. This should have been a star, not an x. There we go. So I have a 6 star squared, making sure that's correct here. Factor out a 6 and a star, and I'm left with star plus 2. 6 star squared plus 12 star. And back a star plus 2. What quantity times star equals negative 5 star? Let's make sure this works. Negative 5 star, negative 10. Works for both. Okay, so we're going to break up the front half and the back half. Now they both contain the quantity. Star plus 2 in front of the front is 6 star. The back is negative 5. And let's rewrite this. Okay, so star plus 2. 6 star minus 5. No, we don't actually have star. What is star equivalent to? It's equivalent to the quantity x minus 4. So I'll distribute here and combine like terms. So in this one I have x, negative 4, and 2 combined to give us negative 2. Over here I get 6x minus 24 minus 5. So this is 6x minus 29. All right, as a reminder, this is just another way to restructure this in original function. Let's turn to the back. Example 5 looks overwhelming. So I'm going to start by saying star is equivalent to the quantity x plus 5. I have 39 x to the third minus 51 x, I say x, I should be saying star squared, plus 12 star. 39 star cubed minus 51 star squared plus 12 star. The smallest number is 12. 1, 12, 2, 6, and 3, 4. Let's figure out if we can factor out a numerical value. Let's start with 12. Divided by 12 doesn't work. Divided by 6 doesn't work. Divided by 4 doesn't work. Divided by 3 does work. Divided by 3 does work. Divided by 3 does work. So I can factor out a 3 out of these 3 terms, and I can take at most 1 star out. Now what am I left with? 39 divided by 3 is 13, and I have 2 stars to be attached. 51 divided by 3 is 17, and I need 1 star attached. 12 divided by 3 is 4, and I do not need a star attached. Okay, this is what I'm going to be concerned with. So I'm looking right now at 13 times 4. 13 times 4 is 52. So I need 2 numbers that are the same signs, and they have to combine to give us a negative 17. This is where a lot of students feel frustrated. Let's start with 52. 52 divided by 1. 1 and 52 doesn't give us 17. Divided by 2. 2 and 26 doesn't work. Let's divide it by 3. It doesn't work. Divide it by 4. Ooh, 4 and 13 do work. 4 and 13. So I'm going to rewrite this part as 13 star squared plus 4. And we have, it doesn't matter if the 4 or the 13 goes first, you get the same answer at the very end. Notice that our b value has a star. And I need to remember to do 3 star at the very end. Okay, here we go. So there's nothing more I can factor out other than a star. I'm left with 13 star minus 4, and I can make sure I did this right. 13 star squared minus 4 star. What times 13 star equals a negative 13 star and negative 1? Let's make sure it works. That works. And this works. Okay, so we have a front, we have a back. Front and a back. What do they both have in common? They both have the quantity 13 star minus 4. Now in front of the first is a star, in front of the back is a minus 1. And don't forget about the 3 star up front. Now each one of those stars is going to be replaced. So in this first part, it's going to be 3 times some quantity, and that quantity is in fact x plus 5. And the second is going to be 13 times the quantity. And then that quantity subtract 1. I'm going to go back and replace those spots with x plus 5. And then when possible, I will distribute. So I distribute, and then I'm going to combine like terms in my very last step. So this first parenthesis is 3x plus 15. This is 13x. Now 13 times 5 is 65. So this is 13x plus 65 minus 4. So 13x, if I take 4 away from 65, and then there's just a hidden 1 to distribute, that doesn't do anything. So I have x, and 5 minus 1 is 4. I have 3 quantities below, referred to as factors. So I have my 3 factors. This is equivalent to this original expression. It's just been restructured. Let's look at example number 6. Again, example number 6 looks really difficult. I want you to put an arrow in front of that negative symbol. As a reminder, that negative sign, we're going to factor that out to make it a little easier. Let's start with negative. Let's define what star. Star is the quantity x minus 6. So I have negative 8 star to the third plus 30 star squared minus 28 star. What do I do next? Well, I look at the smallest number, which is 8, and I know that 1, 2, 4, and 8 all divide nicely into 8. Now I want to know, is there a large number here other than 1 that I can divide out of the other? So let's take 8 divided by 8. Okay, that works. 30 divided by 8. Oh, it's a decimal. 30 divided by 4. It's a decimal again. But each of these is even, so I can divide out a 2. And not only am I going to divide out 2, I'm going to divide out a negative 2. And I can take at most 1 star out. Okay, here we go. Negative 8 divided by negative 2 is a 4, and I need 2 stars. 30 divided by negative 2 is negative 15, and I need 1 star. Negative 28 divided by negative 2 is a positive 14, and I don't need a star. I already have it. Let's only focus on this part. 14 times 4 is positive 56. What does this tell me? This is A times C, and this is our B. This tells me they're the same sign, and they're both negative. Okay, I don't know what the answer is. Let's try. 56 divided by 1. 1 and 56 is not 15. 56 divided by 2. 2, 28. That's not working. Divided by 3. Well, we can't have a decimal. Divided by 4. That's still not working. Divided by 5. That doesn't work. Whoops. Divided by 5. That doesn't work. Divided by 6. Nope. Divided by 7. Oh, that's going to work. 7 and 8, if they're both negative, combine to give me a negative 15. So I'm going to start up here with 4 stars squared plus 14. And I'm filling in this missing spot with a negative 7, a negative 8. And remember that my B has to have a star. All right, in the first group, I can factor out a star, and I'm left with 4 star minus 7. Let's make sure, okay, that all looks good. 4 star minus 7 with a question mark. Okay, what times 4 star gives us a negative 8 star? And is that quantity times negative 7 a positive 14? It is. So I have a front and I have a back. They both have the quantity 4 star minus 7. In front of the first is a star, and the back is a minus 2. Bring down negative 2 star. And now I'm going to do just like I did over here. I'm going to go back and replace the stars with what that quantity actually is. Okay, that quantity is x minus 6. And so we can see in a couple of these situations, I'm going to have to distribute or multiply, right? And then combine. In this one, there's just a 1 out front, so distributing doesn't change anything. All right, negative 2 times x, negative 2 times negative 6. So the first parenthesis is negative 2x plus 12. 4x minus 24 minus 7. Combining like terms, 2 negatives I'm going to add and end up with a negative 31. 4x minus 31. 1x minus 6 minus 2. 1x minus 8.